Hi, my name is Morgan Honeycutt, and I'm here with
Gunnar
and
Mr. Newman.
And we're going to be talking about Mr. Newman today.
So, where did you grow up?
So, growing up, we moved around a little bit. I was born in Albany, Missouri, which actually is the town that Mr. Salmon is from. My parents taught Mr. Salmon, and my dad coached Mr. Salmon in high school. But I only lived there till I was 2, and then we moved to Sedalia, Missouri, and I lived there for a couple of years, and then to Salisbury, Missouri, and I lived in Salisbury, Missouri through 6th grade, and then we moved to Carrollton, Missouri. That's where I went to middle school and high school at.
So you graduated from Carrollton?
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. So how did you end up here in Oak Grove?
I was actually on my way to an interview in Polo, Missouri, and I got a phone call from Mrs. West, who then became Mrs. Tiffany through marriage. You guys had her as principal in the elementary school, and she called and asked if I would stop by for an interview, and so I did. I stopped by on my way to Polo, and I accepted the job on the spot that day and did not go to Polo to that interview, so it worked out quite well.
I'm sure that's probably a little bit closer to you.
Yeah, right. Most definitely.
And the one question that everybody's been wanting to know, because we've heard around that your first name is not Jacob.
Right, it's not. I go by my middle name. That is Jacob. I was named after my grandfather who served in World War II.
Gotcha.
And first name is Wendell, so that's my first name, but I go by Jacob.
Oh my gosh, that's my dad's name.
Yeah, it is. So I might use that when I'm 90 or something like that. Not a very kid name or a name that I used when I'm younger or when I was in school or anything, but it's got a lot of history with my grandfather, and respect the man who obviously served in World War II.
Oh yeah, it's very cool.
Most definitely.
My goodness, I didn't know that's my dad's name too. Yep. So why did you go from an elementary gym teacher to an assistant principal in the high school?
So my plan was always to be the principal at the elementary level, and hopefully was our elementary school. Through coaching, through relationships with teachers, coaches, admin here in the high school, I really, really enjoyed working with high school age kids. And then when that position came open, I applied, and it went very well in the interviews with teachers here. My first interview was, I think, with 15 teachers and Mr. Salmon. So it was a big process, and that was kind of a daunting process. Made me a little nervous when I walked in, but it went great. And I mean, I honestly believe things happen for a reason, and it's wonderful to see all the kids that I had back in elementary and have those relationships with, and then the new students who've come after elementary to get to know them too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah.
So watching us get older and how does it really feel to watch the kids from you've seen us do the pacer test,
right,
to us now, some of us not wanting to take a gym class after that.
Sure.
I did not enjoy the pacer test.
Oh, come on. That was the most competitive part of that class.
I did not like the pacer test. But how does it feel to see us grow up like that?
That's what's awesome and it gets me every graduation, is I always reflect back to the younger versions of the kids who are graduating as 3rd graders, 4th graders, 5th graders, and just really reflect on how they've grown since then. Because obviously I wasn't around most of you for the time that you were in middle school, but then seeing all the maturity, the challenges that everyone has overcome to get where they are as they're walking across the stage, that's choked me up a couple times. It's an awesome sight to see, but that's what's amazing in my position, is just trying to help people get to that point and overcome all the challenges.
Yeah. Right. That is super cool. So now we have time for rapid fire. So, what's your favorite thing to do outside of school?
Go camping.
Really?
Love being outside, getting out into the woods in the middle of nowhere, my family, and spend time just away from everything with my family. Yeah. That's what I love.
What is your all-time favorite place to eat?
Ooh, probably Shakespeare's Pizza in Columbia.
Gotcha.
I love Shakespeare.
I've been there quite a few times.
Yeah. What's your favorite movie?
Anything Will Ferrell. Step Brothers is amazing. Yeah. So probably anything Will Ferrell related.
Well, I'm gonna have a pretty good guess on this one, but what's your favorite vehicle brand?
Most definitely a Chevy.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
If you could only eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
If I could what?
Only eat one meal for the rest of your life.
Ooh. Probably my mom's roasted potatoes. That's probably what I'd honestly go with.
All right.
Well, we had so many questions and you have flew through this. So do you have anything else that you need to ask?
I don't think I could think of anything off the top of my head.
either.
I'm surprised we got through that so quick.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for your time.
Of course.
Yep,
Is there
of
anything
course.
that you would like to say before we end?
I love Oak Grove. I love Oak Grove High School. I love the challenges. I love everybody trying to do their best every day and overcoming their challenges. That's why I'm here. Advocate for kids, advocate for teachers, and make every day better.
I actually just had a question pop up in my head.
Yeah.
How much longer do you plan on staying at Oak Grove?
Until I retire.
I got you. I figured.
There's been a couple times that there's been interest to have me apply somewhere else or someone asked me to. And I did apply in Blue Springs one time about 6-7 years ago, and I ended the interview in the middle of it. I realized that it was not for me. I didn't want to be anywhere else except for Oak Grove.
And that was before you became assistant principal here?
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah. So, no, my plan is to work here at least another decade or so before I retire.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
Most definitely.
Yes. We really appreciate you being here and doing this, since we all definitely have questions, but we're just not gonna go up to you and ask them. So it's I was not gonna just be like, hey, where'd you go to high school? So it's nice to hear from you in this way how these questions. So we appreciate you doing this with us.
Anytime.
And yeah, go Panthers.
Absolutely.